Hey, Tripp here from trippadvice.com. Now, on today's video, I want to talk about this. What if you're talking to a girl, you just met her, this is more in a offline situation, like a cold approach, right? In person, you're talking to her, and she says to you, you know what, you're just not my type. Or she says to you, you know, you're the kind of guy who I don't normally date. And whether she's saying that in a way where she's trying to reject you or not, what does this mean? What do you do with something like this? A lot of guys might take that literally. They might hear that and go, well, that's it for me. She said I'm not her type. The end. I gotta be on the road here. Well, here's the thing. When it comes to types, you know, we're talking here about maybe physical attraction. You know, a girl might say, oh, you're not my type, or that's not the type I usually go for. Here's the thing, is that first of all, physical attraction is only a very small chunk of the attraction process. Women, yes, they are and become attracted to you in terms of how you physically look, but it's your personality and the way that you behave that has more of an effect. Your behavioral traits, your confidence, your alpha, so to speak, or your masculine traits that you display to her will have more of a profound effect than what it is that you look like. So, with that being said, you gotta say that when a girl says that, we can't take her too seriously. And I know this also from experience. I've talked to plenty of women who said to me that they're dating a guy where they say, you know, this is not normally a guy that I would date. I say, what do you mean? They go, well, you know, I usually go for, you know, a guy who's more athletic, or they might say, oh, I go for a guy who's usually, you know, a little bit like more skinny and not guys who are a little bit bigger. Or I usually go, I don't know, I usually go for guys who are blonde haired, but this guy's brunette. Whatever it is. Or maybe even like his job, like, oh, I usually don't go for guys who are artists or the artist type, but I just ended up really liking this guy. So here's the thing, the reason why that happens, the reason why girls are saying that to me, they've even said it about me too, like, look at me, like I'm a skinny guy, I got kind of a hipster vibe going. You know, I've had girls say to me like, oh, you're usually not the kind of guy I go for. It's because they have an idea in their head of what they like. Everyone has that idea, especially women. Like they have that guy, like they have the Prince Charming guy in their head. They're picturing it. He does this for a living. He looks like this. So that's maybe what they think they want on this logical, rational level. But really, when they meet a guy who knows how to trigger attraction, the guy who knows how to display the masculine traits, and he knows how to basically show the girl that he is an attractive guy without doing it with looks. When this happens, then a girl actually ends up becoming attracted anyways, and lo and behold, she never knew she'd be with that guy. And this is because your personality has such a bigger effect, okay? I get a lot of comments below, and I'll get them on this video too, where guys are just like, nope, it's all about looks and money. Listen, yes, of course, looks and money do help. If you're rich and you're successful and you're a guy who's well built and tall and all those, yeah, that's not gonna hurt you. Of course that's gonna help you. You do have that going for you. You have that symmetry going and you have an attractive look. But let me tell you something. Guys who are, let's say, really attractive looking, have a lot of money, but they don't have a personality, they're gonna be thrown out very, very fast. Okay, and they won't be thrown out by the girl who is just the type of girl who's only after a guy who they can maybe show off to friends, or a guy who they're using him for his money and they don't really like him anyways. But it's rare that the opposite happens. It's rare that a girl meets a guy who's got an amazing personality, is dominant, is alpha, masculine, all those things, and he doesn't have maybe a lot of money in the bank and isn't typically good looking, and then they throw him away. That's very rare. That's the rare case. Usually they stick with those guys. So what do you do when a girl says this to you? You ignore it. You completely ignore it. In fact, it could be just a girl testing you. It's a shit test, as they call it. If a girl says, you're not my type, you go, yeah, I know, totally. You're just not into very handsome, skinny, hipster-like kind of guys. I get it, right? Exaggerate, agree with her, and move on and continue talking to her and continue to show her and display your personality. But don't take it seriously ever when a girl says, you're not my type, you're not the kind of guy that I usually date. Say, okay, cool. Let it roll off your shoulders and just continue on in an interaction. Now, when it comes to rejection, what's a girl really thinking when she rejects you? What's the deal with that? Like, what's the real rejection like, and why is she rejecting you? I want you to go down to the description down below, and I have a video that will tell you all about that so you can learn more about what she's thinking when she's rejecting you. Go click on that. I'll see you in the comments. Can't wait to hear from you. I'm sure you're gonna say, nope, Tripp, you're wrong. It's about looks and money. That's fine. You can play that game and be on your lovely way. Okay, see you on the next video.
If you're having trouble meeting hot women in your town and getting them interested in you, then listen up. I have an undetectable way of getting girls instantly attracted to you, even if you're ugly, broke, and live at home with your parents. This system has worked for thousands of guys, and it can work for you too. I teach it in my program called Hooked, where you'll also learn 2 behaviors most men do that instantly destroys any attraction. My 3-step friend zone escape plan to reset her feelings for you and get her liking you. 30 different pre-written texts to send a girl that make her want to meet up with you. And how to have unshakable confidence so you can approach any beautiful woman in any place. If you want to learn this and how to get women hooked on you, then go to getherhooked.com. Again, that's getherhooked.com.